right, for our first video, we're going to take a look at the first article of the Apostles' Creed. So we're going to start with the Apostles' Creed. The first article starts with God our Father. And this is what we confess. I believe in God the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth. Now, when Luther understood this truth, he thought about the scriptural ideas behind it. And this is how he began to break down that truth. When we say we believe in God the Father Almighty, he said, what does this mean? Well, I believe that God has made me and all creatures, that he's given me my body and soul, my eyes and ears, and all my members, my reason, all my senses, and still takes care of them. So there's a lot here, right? And in fact, there's going to be like 4 or so, depending on how you divide up his explanation. Different key thoughts that we want to think about when we recognize from the scriptures that God is our Father. He's our Father, and he's Almighty, maker of heaven and earth. But this first one is that he made me, all creatures, gave me all that I have. It's kind of the thought. Here's a question that you can discuss as a family. And then I'm going to give you a Bible passage. In fact, I'm going to start off with the Bible passage first, Psalm 19, verse 1, which is where Luther derived this truth in explanation of the Apostles' Creed. He said, "The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands." As he looks all around, he can't help but see God, his handiwork. Especially as he looks at creation or looks at himself, he sees only God could have made this. So here's my question for you guys to discuss as a family. What proof do you see all around that there is a God and that he made everything? In fact, I want you to give 3 big examples, more than what I just spoke about. You can go in a circle, in fact, as a family. Start with one thought. When you look out into the world, how can you see the evidence of God's handiwork? You can see how important this application is because we live in a world that, in a scientific setting, and we'll talk about this week as we examine this article, they deny the existence of God, or many are more and more inclined to deny God's existence or to doubt whether or not he could even be known. So, have a moment and talk about that. What 3 big examples do you see which prove that, yes, there is a God? And from the scriptures, we're going to find out we get to call him our Father, all for the sake of Jesus Christ. 3 big examples that God exists. And then next time, we'll delve into it a little bit more. God bless.